Marathon is a fascinating game that I so desperately want to like. I've never played an extraction shooter before, but back in the day I played many of the games that led to this sort of genre. So I thought, with the Server Slam this weekend, I'd give it a go. And unfortunately, I don't think I'll be sticking around. I'll start with the good though. Marathon is a stunning piece of artistic achievement. The style and atmosphere is unmatched. The world feels gritty and broken. The remnants of an attempt to build something great now lying in ruin. Building blocks lying unused and in disarray, reflecting many real-world corporations' attempts to build city-based structures and then leaving them empty, half-finished, when the money runs out. The attempted buildings creak under their own weight as you scavenge around them, the clangs of distant chunks crashing down, echoing around their interiors, driving your anxiety as you keep your ears pricked for enemies wanting to ambush you. The rain is unrelenting, creating a moodiness even amongst the bright techno colour scheme, punctuated by bursts of sunshine dazzling you as you emerge from a delve in the corporate dungeons, ready to march across the wastes once more. And it's those marches that, funnily enough, make the game so Moorish. The downtime as you creep around holding your breath as you listen out for noise, any noise, to try and assure your safety, is exhilarating. Footsteps that you recognise as not your own send your heart racing. You call out, knowing that while they can't see you and you can't see them, your voice might help calm a situation before it even begins to escalate. And, before you know it, you're shot dead. Okay, maybe they didn't hear you. Reload, run again. Same situation. See, Marathon, for me anyway, is a game about death. The objective in this game is to jump in, loot, retreat, bringing your spoils with you or losing them if you die. You can play in squads of up to 3, but I'm a 33-year-old family man, and gone are the days where easily getting a squad together is a possibility. Instead, I'm approaching this solo, and coming across many other solo players as I do so, hoping to God that they will recognise that turning to fighting immediately will so often not work out for anyone. But they don't. While I often died to the robotic NPCs that roam the landscape, protecting its most precious cargo, I more often died to other players, and that became an increasing point of frustration. In Marathon, the robot NPCs can be tough and plentiful. They group up and ambush you, so it would make sense for players to somewhat team up, especially if you're both heading to quest in the same direction. But the game seems intentionally set up to dissuade this, and the player base, or the ones over the Server Slam weekend, have no interest in playing cooperatively, and that feels wrong to me. I would often see another player and make it clear to them that I had just started a run, I had nothing on me, that didn't matter to them. A few shots and I'm down, no voiced response. Time and time again, people just seem to be jumping in and kamikazing their way through the world. I guess it's kind of to be expected when none of this will remain into when the game actually launches, but it's not like the design of the game actually does them any favours either. First of all, the gun feel itself as you blast away feels incredible, as would be expected from Bungie, who have been the masters of this sort of thing since even the first Halo. So I can see why players would be itching to just get to shooting all the time. But even then, when you do try to team up, and when you manage to, the game doesn't give you any real ability to support each other. I finally, after hours of play, found another player willing to join me. But I had no option of joining a squad together mid-game, and a red outline marking them as an enemy permanently formed around them. While we were both doing the same quest, because there was only one item available to complete the objective, I had to let them take it, not wanting them to just turn around and kill me if I decided to take it instead. Then, when we came across another player wanting to take us out, wearing the same shell as my compatriot, I couldn't tell who was enemy and who was friend. No names or highlights to help me in the heat of the moment. I saw one of them get downed, I pulled the trigger on the other, the battle ended. My new companion was down, crawling around, wanting to either be revived or finished off. But I couldn't revive them. We weren't in a pre-formed squad. Instead, I had to watch them crawl around silently begging for help. This whole scenario would have been exhilarating in a game that allowed the teaming up of strangers who meet on the battlefield, but in the end it just became another frustration. A lost opportunity of becoming brothers in arms, which made me realise that this game probably just isn't for me. There were some high-octane moments, trying to extract while hordes of enemies hunt me down, crawling to the extraction point on my last breath and reaching it with just enough time to spare before I passed out was an incredible achievement that left me punching the air, and when I wasn't playing the game, I was thinking of playing it again. But the frustrations, the lack of any real attempt at community, resulting in a ton of wasted time, just don't gel with my style of play. I wish this game and this world was an actual game that I could play from start to finish, or had some sort of PvE mode, because it feels incredible, it looks gorgeous, and as a world it grips my entire attention. But it seems that Bungie want to go further in on the player versus player competitive aspect first and foremost, leading to me just feeling deflated at every duff run. Also, the UI and menus are absolute garbage, which makes the act of getting into a run again, changing up your loadout and picking up quests an absolute slog, so that doesn't help either. A touchscreen style menu that uses a control stick cursor, way to take the fun out of marathon.